Hey, there you are. There you are. Hey, hang on. Hey. Did you know that you could iron your clothes on the carnival celebration? Because you can, and that's why are you in the mini fridge?
When is it appropriate to wear your Speedo?
If you're built like me,
yes,
the MDR is perfect.
Oh my gosh, main dining room. Yes, yeah. Elegant night. If you're wanting to spice up your photos on Elegant night, Speedo.
A Speedo. Yeah.
Nothing says fancy like Speedo.
A Speedo and a nice bow tie.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah. You would be like a Chippendale. That would be awesome.
On your next vacation, take a 3, 4, or 7-day cruise on Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world. 'Cause Carnival's got the fun.
I'm on a cruise. I'm on a cruise, guys. Guys, I'm on a cruise. Hey, guys, I'm on a cruise. Hey, I noticed you noticed our hats. If you like our hats, you should subscribe to the podcast. Thomas Kennedy. There we go. Yeah. We are. Hey, we're a robot. Yeah.
Come on, scoot over.
Three-way selfie. Love it. Yeah, I told him, I said, y'all better come up here or else. But you guys owe me $5. Corrupting today's youth. Yeah. Hey, just so y'all know, we went up there because Philip and Mallory drugged me up there, and they drugged me up there and they made me go to the top, and it was terrible.
I believe you.
Civilization! We made it back to people. We made it back. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Hey. Are you following me? How long have you been there now?
Listen, guys, this is where I hide all my height. I don't want to intimidate. I'm actually taller than him.
If y'all didn't know it, he's really 6'3" and I'm 7'6", if you didn't know.
Yeah.
He's a man to be reckoned with.
See,
At midnight, that turns into another 12 inches of height.
Yes, and Reese.
Where are you, Reese?
All right. Hey, guys. Hey, how y'all doing?
Reese, there you are. You've been gone a few weeks.
I have, and I just wanted y'all to know that I'm really here.
Yeah. I thought you didn't like us because, you thought you were better than us because you're supposedly the funny one.
Oh, isn't that just the funny? I thought that was so the funny. There's someday I be funny, but I've always been a little funny. My mom had me tested, and they said I was quite funny. So, it's just one of them things.
Well, there you have it.
Hey, there you go. We're not doing the Carnival Cruising Podcastaways opening.
No, we're not.
We've got a new one. One for the Podcastaways.
You caught me for the carrot.
You're watching the Podcastaways. Get ready for a wild ride. Cruising comedy chaos. All the fun you didn't know you needed.
And it's from there, just guitar.
That was awesome, though.
Oh man,
I freaking conquered the bear. Damn it!
you conquered the bear, man. The
Look
how
like
is
Trevor was
everybody?
making love to the
Everybody
bear.
in chat, how are y'all? Man, I've got to say that this is hilarious, dude. That opening, Reese. We exposed why you're such a good bartender.
Exactly.
Oh,
You got
Didn't know
four
I had
arms.
all those hands.
Oh, that opening is all AI, and it is insane. So
it is awesome.
Yeah,
It's AI is AF.
Yeah. It's only going to get worse from there. Every week we're going to do something a little different, and so that was just what I had prepared for this one. Gary, I think, is fighting a bumblebee, and so he ran off. That's actually might be more interesting to what's going on. So we might switch over and see what's going on there. Man,
Hey!
did the bumblebee win?
Oh,
So
no, damn it! I still didn't get it all off my hand. No, so I was eating dinner, guys, before the show, and I set my food down here on the table, and somehow it leaked, and now I have this like slimy stuff, and I put my hand in it because I just thought it was water, and it was sticky, so I had to go wash my hand.
See, Brandon Allen, this is why we're late. We were waiting on.
No, it was not. I was done eating. But yes. Well, everybody, welcome to the Podcastaways Live. This is our first live. And a lot of times while we're recording our other podcast, I'll get up and walk off. It's not that big a deal. I forgot we were live.
Yeah. Just to explain, the beach scene that is behind us is actually a live stream. This is some beach somewhere. It's Southern California, I believe. And so it's outside of a restaurant. I forget the name of the restaurant, or it's probably that says it up there in the corner, I think.
Yeah,
so,
good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. So we thought it would be fun to have that up. And do some people watching. So we've seen some things. We did some stuff this weekend. Man, we've seen some sights and some frights. I'll put it that way.
We definitely, yes. So, I mean, and what blows me away, this is our, we did some testing over the weekend, like you said.
Yeah.
And over the weekend, these volleyball courts, they were loaded with people. All kinds of people playing volleyball. And today we have a volleyball court squatter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah,
one of them just lost their dog.
I mean, if I was there and I was a volleyball player, even though there's 8 other nets available, that court would be the one that I would go to play volleyball. Just because I am.
Just because.
I'm serious. Yeah, just because. I'm sorry, man. I was back in the early 90s when I was stationed over in Biloxi, and I had some other places. I would love going to the beach, playing beach volleyball, and I love even playing regular court volleyball. And for me to see somebody sitting on a volleyball court like that, it just
well,
but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, today I think we're going to cover some ideas for the Podcastaways 2026 group cruise. We're going to talk a little bit of that. And man, we're just going to kind of have an open forum as well. We got some silliness to cover, and I believe Gary had something very special he wanted to pass on to everybody.
Whoa.
Major announcement. So,
major announcement.
Yeah, that dude was in shape.
That guy was in shape, and so was the girl. The girl who walked before him had a little bit of shape too. I'm not going to say where that shape was, but oh my gosh. Hate to see her go, but love to watch her leave.
Oh man. Oh, well, we did a vote this weekend. Well, not really a vote. It was kind of a sign up, and then we did the vote.
for the 2026 idea, and not really a sign up in a way. It's more of just like who's interested. And
That's right.
so that's part of what we're going to kind of cover. And I was happy to see as many people that responded as did. And it just kind of goes to show that we're going to have a good time no matter what. If it was just one person or if it was all of us, either way, I think it's going to be fantastic.
Dude was talented. He just rode by a bike with no hands.
He did. Oh, what's funny is every time I miss something, when you bring it up, I've got the live stream up on the other screen, and so
you can check it out real quick.
I've got like a 3-second lag that I'm able to look over and see. Sometimes I'll catch it, but not really.
Yeah.
But that one I caught. But so yes, absolutely, we're gonna have a fantastic time. I'm hoping. That as we go along, we pick up some more people. We're trying to do it in a way that we're going to include everybody that we can. And so we're letting you all kind of do the picking on a lot of the major choices for this.
That's right.
And so we want to be as inclusive because, if you join, Joe's group cruise, typically Joe's got it planned. So,
Very true.
We
are a cult.
Yes. And as such, we're very inclusive. So and we're, mindful of what everybody wants to do.
Oh, wow. There we go. She did not skip leg day.
No, she did not.
Wow.
So the, what is it? We're voting on right now. We're doing the number of days. If you haven't already, go on over to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways over on Facebook and make sure you get your vote in over there. We've got a link in there. And so, Will, I said, yeah. That dog is enjoying the beach.
I don't know which dog it was, but I saw
I
a
doubt
couple
it's the dog that's enjoying the wall.
Yeah. What's funny is I already see this being kind of comical because people are going to be walking by and I'm going to be trying to talk and I'm going to lose focus completely.
This is a freaking ADD nightmare, dude.
Yes.
Shiny things anywhere, everywhere. Bam, bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
And so.
Oh, it's too funny.
It looks like the restaurant is closed though on Mondays because the sandwich board is not out there.
Yeah, the sandwich board. You know what? Okay. And the this live stream, I actually went back. I was showing my wife yesterday, and I was kind of showing her. And you could go. This thing runs 24 hours a day. They've been this has been going on for months, and so I went in. I was showing it to her, and I wanted her to see the we saw a whole bunch of police officers show up on the screen. And at first we thought something was going down. And so I wanted to show her that. And, you can actually look through the last 12 hours. And I was able to find that. And then I actually went back far enough. I saw the guy put out the sandwich board. And so I thought that was hilarious. So
Tracy and Mike, thanks for asking to join the podcast. I'll go ahead and get you approved right now.
Ooh, yeah. That's the guy to ask, because he will absolutely get you set up.
Cruise Nuts is now a member of the cult.
Heck
There
yeah.
you go.
You too can join the cult if you would like to go to facebook.com, search Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We have a page and we have a group. Like the page, join the group. First step to being a cult member.
Ooh. I was trying to see if there was a way that I could move the the thing that pops up, the chat.
Oh,
I do not appear to be able to.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep. We're gonna keep you
Oh, we
covered
got
up.
volleyball players, folks.
We're gonna keep you covered up the whole night. Just so
Hey,
you know,
that's the
like
way it's gonna go. Main action's up there, though.
Hey, well, hold on. Here we'll do this because everybody knows we don't want to be seeing me. Oh, it won't. There we go. There you go. So.
Oh, too funny. Well, yeah, Brandon. Yeah, way too much to keep, and we're gonna make it worse here. In just a little bit.
Oh, don't bend over in front of the camera and show us your butt, unless if you're. Well, never mind.
Oh,
so
but
yeah.
Let me see.
We're going to start off by welcoming everybody in the chat real quick. I mean, we know we pretty much already said hi, but we think we got Mike from Cruise Nuts in here. We got Will G. We've got Brandon, some guy named Gary Manning. Steve, nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining in. And everyone else who's just out there ghosting and not chatting, thank you for being here as well. So,
yes.
It's pretty
give us a thumbs up if you haven't already, if you can.
That's right.
Engagement.
That's right. That's right.
Helps us out.
So for those that are wondering what's going on, we will tell you this much. This is not actually Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, even though it is Carnival Cruising Podcastaways.
That makes sense.
It's not
we are actually broadening and just, making that umbrella a little bit bigger. On this live that we're going to do every Monday night, we're not only going to talk about Carnival Cruising, we're going to be able to talk about Royal Caribbean, Margaritaville at Sea, Virgin. We're going to talk about Princess. We'll talk about Carnival Umbrella. We're going to talk about Royal Caribbean. We'll talk about, who knows, we might even cover some Windstar for you, Ted.
Ooh,
okay.
Ted
can't promise anything, but, and I do want to cover some Viking for sure. Cause Viking is where it's at right now.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of something we talked about, and you know what, you got me second guessing, and I have an apology for you, Mr. Manning. So this morning you were shocked and amazed to find out about something to do with
yes.
Yeah. And I said that we had already covered that on the show, and I don't think we did. I can't find it in that episode, and so I'm going to say that I'm a liar, and well, I think we should talk about it here.
All right, perfect. We got our bump. They're not really volleyball players; they're just in the background bumping. But hey, it's close enough to volleyball.
Hey, yeah.
So it's maybe they'll accidentally knock the ball over to the people who are lounging on the other volleyball court.
Fingers crossed. I'm wondering if all the viewers can notice me look up and turn my neck really quick anytime an attractive human being walks by. I'm trying not to be obvious about it.
Speaking of,
yes,
there goes one running by. There's another one walking. I mean, come on, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, too funny.
After dark, we got you guys.
Yes.
All right. I'll just say that if we run this long and it goes for that long, and we make it till it sunsets in California, I will let you know right here, right now. You do not want to leave this live.
Yeah. We've been finding all kinds of things. So the Margaritaville.
Yes.
You found something interesting out.
I did find something interesting out. John Heald made a post earlier today, and so obviously, for me personally, my main focus is always Carnival. I enjoy Carnival. I've been on several different Carnival ships, and Spirit is one of my favorite ships for Carnival. And John Heald had some posts today that kind of covered the Spirit, and someone went in there and commented that they had, it was, what is your favorite atrium? And they had a picture of the Spirit's atrium. Mm-hmm. And somebody commented in one of the comments, said, one of my favorite atriums is actually on the Margaritaville at Sea Islander. And they said, why? And they said that it was a Spirit class ship, but it was for Costa when it was with a Costa class. And so Margaritaville bought it, made it their class. And so now, and I thought that was pretty cool, man. So I've always wanted to try Margaritaville at Sea. I actually booked a cruise with them a few years ago, right after the pandemic, and some stuff happened. And I won't get into that. But I do still have a onboard credit or future cruise credit with them. So I'm thinking now, man, Margaritaville at Sea Islander, the one that sails out of Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
That's the next cruise I book. Probably is going to be that one.
Yeah. I think, I'm highly interested. I told you that before. It was, ever since I've been on the Spirit, 100%, I want to be on, every sister ship or whatever I can find. And so, Cruise Nut's got some drone footage.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Awesome.
Hey, Miss Stacy with Deja Blue.
The
imagine that's Miss Stacy. It might be Mr. Dave. Either way, Tie-Dye Dave or whatever. Yeah, Tie-Dye Dave. Whichever one it is.
The
thanks for joining in.
Kind of threw me off there for a second because I have a drag queen at my work. It's called Deja Blue.
Yes, that's.
I don't think that's her though.
No.
And then Brandon says Podcastaways After Hours. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Adult Swim. Trevor, you got the blue button ready?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I've got React buttons, but it would just be laughing at what you said. So, but no, I really want to go on it as well. Has anyone in the chat ever been on a Margaritaville cruise? I've never been, and I've heard both good and bad. It's to the amount that I think you're either in the camp I'm gonna love it, or you're in the camp I'm gonna hate it.
That's it.
And so I think it depends on what kind of cruiser you are too. I'm kind of like the go with the flow type. So
we wear short shorts.
Yes, I do that too. Not today though.
Wait, you guys wore pants?
Oh, don't stand up. Or this show ends at episode 1.
Reese, that's a pretty awesome shirt you're wearing there, my friend.
This way, FRGC, come on now. Hey,
yes,
hey,
absolutely.
Representing.
Yeah. That was one of my very first group cruises, and that was a good time. You know what else would be a really good time? And
I have no idea.
I've got to say that it's going to be a good one because, well...
In 2025, prepare to go presidential as the Podcastaways Gary Manning and Trevor Shelby go on a President's Day Dudes Cruise. And dude, you are totally invited. We will be sailing on the Carnival Valor on February 13th through the 17th. From New Orleans to Cozumel, it's going to be one wild ride. Contact Amanda Barmore with Have Luggage Will Travel or email booking at hlwtravel.com for more information.
Not the foosball table.
So no trouble with the dates. There's no issues. If you don't listen to the podcast, there's no issues with those dates. Just contact Amanda Barmore with Have Luggage Will Travel and definitely get those booked. So
it's a dude's cruise, but hey,
don't look at the calendar. Don't ask your wife.
So we've had a couple of people that have showed some interest here. Said Cruise Nuts has said they have not been on the Islander, but they want to do it back to back.
Ooh, yeah.
And so Will G says that he's watched a few of Warren Strong Adventures vlogs on it. I know he was on it not too long ago, and that's saying those, and he spoke highly of it from what I remember. So, but yeah, and then Brandon obviously with the Dude Cruise.
Can't wait, Brandon.
I will say this much. This is a little unknown fact.
Ooh, what is it?
The Dude Cruise was supposed to be originally on the Margaritaville Islander.
Oh, yeah. Well.
But we switched it.
Womp womp.
Now that we know, it's like, ah!
Yeah. Oh, gosh. That's too funny.
Next year, because next 2026 February, President's Day weekend, Dude Cruise number 2.
Yes. Well, yeah, I don't know. The Spirit class is just one of those, ships. There's something about it. I really enjoy it. I don't know if anyone wants to shout out their favorite ship or class of ships, but the before I really liked the Dream class, and it's because I cruised out of Galveston all the time, so and there was very few other options. So, but yeah, I don't know. I got on that 2-week, Alaskan thing and fell in love with that ship pretty quick. I mean, it was pretty sad, and it's just so easy to get around. I think that's most of it.
Number one for me, man. Super simple, back and forth, up and downs. I will tell you that much. So, speaking of ships, speaking of cruises, speaking of 2026, we already mentioned it. Why don't we go ahead and let's get our people who are inside. Okay, Dilbert Rob is saying that the XL class celebration is his favorite. Dilbert Rob, thanks for joining in. Not sure who you are, but hey.
Welcome
to the show.
buddy.
Yep, yeah. So,
well, yeah.
Also love the Dream and the Breeze. For some reason, I think I know Dilbert Rob, though. That name does sound familiar. Oh, my. There's another. Wow.
just wait a minute. Lost my train of thought there for a minute. So
it's another distraction. Another distraction.
Yeah. The so no, our 2026 group cruise, I think the next series of votes that we're probably going to end up doing, we need to kind of figure out kind of where people are going to want to go. I think that might be one option. And so right now we're nailing down the number of days, and just to kind of give you an inside look, right now tied neck and neck is between 6 and 7 days. So we're kind of looking that over currently, and so
we do know what time period it will be.
Do we?
Well, we've decided we can't do it in January because some wonderful friends of ours over at Huddle's Adventures are having their group cruise, Tropic Like It's Hot 2, in January. Some other good friends of ours over at Have Luggage Will Travel is having their family reunion group cruise 4 on the MSC America in May. So January, May, we won't be doing a cruise.
Yeah.
March, maybe, possibly. That's still but it's leaning towards July, August, or September.
Yeah.
But we don't want to go too much later into September because obviously, if you follow any type of cruise news, the past few weeks have been pretty hectic down there in those Caribbean waters.
Has it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you brought that up because I do have something I would like to share.
Okay.
And so, and this is I don't know if this is the most Florida thing I've ever seen, or if this is the most American thing I've ever seen. I don't know how to react to this one. But this is pretty hilarious. So we're gonna put this up here, and just so I get it to the right spot, we're gonna click through here, and these guys are out in the street and they are fishing.
I ran into these two guys who are fishing, but before we even talk to them, there's one problem. If Destiny zooms out a little bit,
look at the size of the fish he has.
Right. He's got a nice 17-inch bass. That's about a pound, and that's a little bit over a pound, about 1.75 pounds. Yeah. It's good size bass.
He caught that in the street. And they said this has become a rite of passage. This is not the first time they've done it. This is not the first hurricane that they've done this in. So here we go.
We're fishing in the middle of the road. We are on Edgewater Avenue in College Park. Dude, you got to fish. I saw you. You just caught that fish.
I did, right in the tree. Honestly,
And
it's
you
tradition
hear
now.
in the
Hurricane
background?
Ian, same exact thing happened.
What does that
Because
sound like?
this road floods all the time. We were down here when Ian flooded. Super Steve came down here. So you basically, and there's a guy coming behind us in a lawnmower, isn't there?
That's America if I've ever seen it.
So we got people fishing in the road. We got a guy.
This dude is like, get out of my way.
He didn't even stop. He just keep laying back. Got that zero
Yes.
first. Rolling.
This dude is like, I got places to be.
Lawnmower. You doing all right? He's doing all right. Yeah.
He gave him the finger gun.
We've got people fishing in the middle of the road, a guy on a lawnmower in the middle of the road, and so, like you said, this floods all the time.
Oh, this is hilarious to me. That right there is so funny.
So not only the guys fishing in the road, which is like he just was alluding into it. I guess he was saying it floods all the time in there.
Yeah.
But either hurricanes or heavy rains or whatever. So there's probably a little pond there. And, but the only thing missing from that was the guy holding the natural light. I mean, if he would have had his natty.
Yes.
If he would have had his natty, it would have just, the
guy in the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's too funny to me, man.
Oh,
yes, Steven.
In Oklahoma, we have turn around, don't drown. And this guy's don't be a dud, just mow the flood.
Yes.
There you go, Reese. Don't be a dud. Mow the flood.
Steven said he should be dragging a net behind that. Absolutely, man. That is too funny.
Trolling, man. That was gosh. Oh, Skag. Well, I'm telling you though, right there, Skag's got him a little commercial if I reach out to old boy.
Yeah. No, that's too funny. I don't know, man. It's both tragic, like this last hurricane. I mean,
100%.
It's both tragic, and it was both, I guess, like the best case scenario in a way, that it wasn't as bad as it could have been, from what they were kind of predicting. And so, but still, anything out there, I mean, that's nothing great, especially when you're doing back-to-back weather stuff like that. Living in Oklahoma is hectic during certain parts of the year. And so, but we never deal with, with anything that like to that extent, tornadoes don't hang out for, all night.
Truth. Yes. Hey, my air conditioning in the hotel room just kicked on. Is that interfering with this mic? Or y'all good?
I don't hear it.
Okay. Just want to make sure I get up and turn it off. So.
Nah, you good. Don't sweat.
Man.
Like literally.
No, I'm worried. I'm not worried about that. I wouldn't be nowhere near as hot as it was that day that you made me pull over and do the live. Yes, that was. I mean,
funny.
Worked all day, like for almost 12 hours, and then you're like, "Well, you got to be on the live tonight. Just pull over and find you a spot to pull over and use your phone."
Yeah.
And anyways, that was like 200 and something episodes ago or whatever.
About 230, I think.
Yeah, probably so.
Like that. We just make up numbers around here, by the way. So
that's over on Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. And now I will too. Let me say, Carnival Cruising Podcastaways is not going anywhere.
No, absolutely not.
But
this being said, this week it might be a dicey episode.
Nah, we'll have plenty. We're going to talk about all kinds of good stuff. I do know we are going to try to cover. Do we want to bring that into? I know we said we weren't really going to bring stuff over from that, but we do have a pretty interesting John Heald poll today because he had some stuff said to him that was kind of questionable. And so I think we might be able to, I'll click over and read you his poll, because today's poll questions are based on posts that I have been asked to respond to. So some people wrote to John and said that guests should not be allowed, and there is no reason for them to wear military uniforms on board. Then somebody else asked, how do you sleep when the ship is moving? And then another person, the main topic was, why is it expected for us to have to tip porters that take our luggage? Now, sleeping when the ship's moving, I don't know. Do you guys sleep better when the ship's moving, or do you sleep better if it's smooth seas?
I honestly, I don't think I sleep any better or worse on a cruise ship. I didn't. Yeah, I've never. I think maybe one time when but I was like really, really tipsy, and I had a kind of a rough night. But I don't think that was anything to do with the cruise's fault. So I had more than 3 beers.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm a lightweight.
So, chatters, if you want to, those are watching live, you can put in there. Do you sleep better, or do you know if it's, But the two things that I really did want to hit on and really talk about were that there were almost 600 people, 582 people so far have voted that they do not want people wearing their military uniform on the ship.
Weird.
I need to know why.
Yeah. What was
I feel like there wasn't enough context to that either. Like,
yeah.
Steve says 15 drinks.
That's the best way to sleep.
You're helping me.
The room is spinning.
But I mean, obviously, an overwhelming amount of people, let me see, I'm gonna click on it. 27,000 people, over 27,000 people voted that they don't have a problem with people wearing their military uniforms on the ship. So I don't know why or how, because you got to go back to his main post and scroll through all of the comments to find out why somebody told him that they shouldn't be wearing their military uniform on board. I do know I did see a post about somebody got mad because he went to the ship, the Panorama went to Vietnam, and that Carnival should not be going to Vietnam if it cared about its veterans. Anyway, and then there was back and forth about that, but the not wearing your uniform on ship, I mean, I don't get that. I mean, obviously I don't even know, I don't have my uniform, my dress blues, or even my BDUs from whenever I was, in the service over 20 years ago. Yeah. But I mean, if I was retired, I could still fit into my uniform. There's a possibility that I could probably wear it on formal night, but if you're active duty, I could definitely see you bringing it on and wearing it during, a formal night. Reese, do you have any problem with anybody wearing their uniforms?
Oh, I love a man and woman in uniform.
There you go. So yeah, it's just, and then the last topic, and this is something that could possibly make me look like an ass or make me look like a jerk. But porters, I tip my porters. I don't necessarily not tip my porters, but I've recently found out that they're part union. They're part of a union, and they are making very good money to be working that porter's job. And when I say good money, I mean $30, $40 an hour good money. So now to find that out, and then to think that I'm giving them $10 if I have 3 bags, and everybody else that does that, I'm going to move to Florida and become a porter.
Right.
Now I will say, okay, so speaking of porters, so I've mentioned this before, but I want to say it again here. So we're in New Orleans, me and a buddy. We're trying to get on a ship, and we're in line. We already handed our bags over and all that. We're just waiting, and so and we were, I mean, like a ridiculous line going out to the street. We're just kind of standing out there, and they got porters going through the line. They're picking up people's luggage, and people handing over tips as they go along. And this guy comes up to the people right behind us, and he asks, if they need their luggage taken. And so of course they're like, yeah. And so they start loading it up on the cart. No joke. The guy stands there, and he is like expecting the tip. And these people, I don't think they knew, or
Mhm.
you know what I mean. That might have been their first cruise. I don't know. And so he's like, I got to get a tip in order to take them. And
No.
and they're like, I don't have. And he turns around, grabs their luggage, sets it right back next to him. Boom, boom, walks off. He's gone. So, like,
wow,
no joke. So, felt really bad for those people.
Yeah,
So,
that.
Oh,
As a person that works in an industry that we live off of tips,
right?
Even in this industry, that's not an okay thing to do. It's not. It's not like I'm going to be like, "You going to give me a good tip?" No. All right, I'm going to make you a really bad drink.
yeah.
It's not
And
okay.
Exactly.
It was a nicer, older gentleman, and looked like maybe his grandson with him. I felt really bad. So, but anyways, oh, so
And I will say, and the thing is too, and like, I mean, I've had that porter that was, I've never had one porter that specifically came out and been like, hey, come on, give me some money kind of thing. But I did have one time that said, all right, I'll take your bags and this will be the last time you see me. And I was like, all right, well, hey, Ed, it was good meeting you. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you, dude.
And I played him. I played him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And so he was like, yeah, so yeah, you won't see me again after I take your bags.
I don't get on the ship.
And I was like, yeah, and I was like, okay, all right.
You have
I
a good
said,
day.
well, so I guess you might have a Cash App or a Venmo or something that I could send you something. He was like, yeah, I got a Cash App. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, or would you rather just me give you this money that I got in my pocket? Oh, either way will work. Either way. And I was like, it was just, but I was funny though, because I played him for a minute because he was I knew what he was asking for. And as soon as I started bringing that up and he realized I was playing him, he was just kind of like, oh, look at the unicycle. What up?
That's
hey,
awesome.
Turn around, dude. So we were really hoping though, this weekend, we didn't know that Monday night, this place was going to be closed because I looked up the phone number to this place and I literally was going to call them and ask them to go outside and we could put somebody on the microphone or on the phone and be like interviewing them or whatever. I thought that would have been funny, but we'll figure it out next time. We'll do something different.
Did you know that this stream is actually sponsored?
This stream is sponsored.
It's sponsored. Yeah, it really is. And I thought, we're at 43 minutes and 10 seconds. We are supposed to start because we're already like 3 seconds late on that.
Oh,
so we better get this going.
Okay.
Hello, traveler. It seems you have found cruisingswag.com.
Mr. Mayor, why don't you tell them a little bit about Cruising Swag?
Well, Cruising Swag is a t-shirt and cruise apparel, mostly t-shirts, but also has door hangers that aren't on the site but are going to be eventually on there. But it's custom t-shirts. It's t-shirts that are going to help you to stand out on the cruise ship. I was not ready for this, Mr. Shelby. So thank you for putting me on the spot.
You're welcome. Well, you're the one that told me 43 minutes and 10 seconds. So
oh, I was, huh? Okay. Yeah. So yes, but yeah, cruisingswag.com. It's a baby of mine. It is a custom t-shirt website. It's also ccp.cruisingswag.com if you wanted to get you some Carnival cruising Podcastaway merchandise. You could go over there and check out ccp.cruisingswag.com. If you need to buy your FRGC3 t-shirts, you go to frgc.cruisingswag.com. And if you want to just pick up like that Slow Sea Sloth Hugs or an all ship, it's a family trip, or all ship, it's a girls trip, or there are going to be some other just general designs that are on there as well. All that stuff is over at just regular cruisingswag.com. And as I get time while I'm in these hotel rooms this week, I'm going to be trying to add some more merchandise, some more designs to that site. But thanks for throwing that out there, Mr. Shelby. Yes, cruisingswag.com.
Problem.
Bringing
I've got a
style
question
to the sea.
I've got a burning question that I need to ask you guys.
Okay.
And so I don't know why I said burning, but
I wish somebody would kick one of those guys' crutches out from underneath them.
So I found this question on Reddit and I thought it was pretty hilarious. So and if anyone wants to speak up in the chat, let us know what you think. That would be fantastic. But this is important. What is more impressive when it's done naked? So while everyone's gathering their answers on Reddit, some of the
hold up. The question is
what is more impressive?
Any topic
when it's
whatsoever.
done naked?
So what is done when it's done naked? What is most impressive?
Yes. The fact that you're doing it naked makes it more impressive. So one of my favorite answers, it was the top Reddit answer, which was deep frying food.
Oh.
See, I was going to say walking through the desert in Aruba.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Because if you didn't know, Aruba is a desert.
Yeah.
There's cactuses everywhere.
There are everywhere.
Oh my God. Another good one was beekeeping.
Good one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. There was one of those frying bacon. That one came up twice. Doing construction, jumping jacks. It says I'd pay to not see that.
Directing traffic, especially if you don't use your hands.
Yes. But
directing traffic, not using your hands.
That way.
Stop. Okay, you can go.
Oh, it's too funny. Oh God. But yeah, no.
Wow. What could be more? What's most impressive when it's done naked? I like I said, I mean, walking through, sitting on a cactus, walking through a cactus field, like I say, the desert in Aruba. Those people right there, they are freaking dedicated. They are running on the beach through the sand. Oh my gosh! Here they come. They're coming back around just so you can see them because they knew I was talking about them.
Life goals.
They didn't run far. Never mind. Oh, those are the people. Those are the dang people that are camping out on the beach. And I just gave them props.
You did.
Y'all are some of the stupidest people running on the beach. I don't know why.
Oh, that is too funny. Are
you supposed to stretch before you run?
That's what happens when you sit on a volleyball court on the beach.
I'm going to say
glitch in the matrix.
Oh yeah, glitch in the matrix there. I'm going to say, I don't know, sword fighting.
Especially if you don't use your hands.
Or swords. Everybody has to bring their own sword.
Oh, too funny. But
anyways, welding.
Welding. Yeah,
Steve's still in the house.
Ooh, yes, absolutely.
He put a question mark though.
Yes.
That's still.
No, you're right.
No, yeah, you got it. So, have either of you welded before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had a job as a welder. I welded metal boots for leveling out houses, and you wouldn't want to do it naked.
Yeah.
That slag is not to be played with.
It is not.
I
It
learned
runs
in high
close.
school, and I was never good at it. I thought, man, that's a high paying career. You just right out of school, I could be welding and making tons of money, but not, you can't do it. The trick is you got to be good at it. So
you got to get them dimes, brother. You got to get them dimes.
Oh, I can't do it, man. Can't do it. I failed every test. So
really, but you had it as a course in high school.
Yeah, it's part of ag. So
that's pretty cool.
I was an Aggie, so I tried to show steer, but I took all the ag classes. So if you need to know feed ratios or anything like that, I could help you out.
I was taught by a really touchy-feely guy in his garage.
Oh, well, that's terrifying.
He liked to come up behind me and massage me and stuff, and then it was not a comfortable job to have.
Yeah.
Multiple reasons why I wouldn't want to do it in the nude.
Oh God.
That would not be. There's plenty. They are though. There they are. They're back to stretching. I'm sorry, my ADD just kicked in again. But
maybe they're going to play a game. Maybe they're stretching so they can play volleyball.
They're waiting for the other people to come to play the game with them. I bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other team's about to forfeit. Sounds like.
They've been waiting there a while. So.
Nice jorts.
Oh, too funny.
Dude, Grandpa walked like mad swagger there. And see.
He is. He got that pimple. Got what? Huh?
Oh,
huh?
well, I'm used to the other show where I can say, "Hang on a sec," and I can. I'm.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yes, he's pulling one of his Wednesday night live or non-live recordings to where he can, make it look like he's always been there. And now you have Minion that's popped in the background.
I was always here.
So you were always there.
Oh goodness, too funny.
But I'll move over here.
Yeah, he's out there crying, so I had to let him in.
Yeah, I heard him.
Yeah. Well, hey, I wanted to point out.
Okay, point it out.
I'm going to point it out right now. So over at ducksoaps.com, not soapducks.com.
Oh, okay.
Duck Soaps. So.
Or cruise duck.
Or cruise ducks. I actually would like to put out there. I've had several orders of the Halloween soaps, and I'd like to say thank you to everybody. We sold out of Halloween soaps. Just got a new batch in. And that has been they've been going.
You didn't get them in. You got a new batch made.
Yes,
because you're
made.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to package everything before the show. You can actually see all my setup back there. But yeah, no, I've been a soap slinger. So I'd like to thank everybody that has. I don't know how many people for the podcast, but thank you guys. It's just been fantastic so far. So
Unicycle just rode back by, and I want you to look at it now. They have
goodness.
Now what in the heck are they doing?
I was gonna say, did anybody notice that they're playing volleyball?
That wasn't volleyball. They're not using their freaking hands.
They already catch it.
That's the biggest hacky sack I've ever seen.
We need to change this feed. I'm sorry.
I don't have another one set up. That's a next week thing.
Keep this feed. It's fun.
Past Trevor was like, y'all won't change this. This is too entertaining.
I am not even. This is just, oh gosh.
But
so that's another pet peeve of mine is people who think a volleyball is a soccer ball and they kick it.
Oh, yes.
So these people literally have
just
camped out
all your.
They're just checking my pet peeves. Like, hey, what else can we do to piss off the bald, ugly guy that's on there watching our live?
This has been
Minion in the house.
Minion,
little crazy boy. He is the most nervous little 13-year-old crazy dog you'll ever find.
It's awesome.
I'll be back.
All right.
We'll be here.
Hey, speaking of dogs, there's one walking by now on a leash. there. at
Yeah,
the beach.
so my cursor has a little hand on it, and each time a dog walks by, I just drag the cursor over and I pet the dog.
There you
Just
go.
did
That's
that to
awesome.
grass.
Yeah, mine
Sorry.
does the same. I didn't even notice that. Mine does the same thing. Mine puts a little hand over it too.
You're like little
Yeah.
boop on the poppers. I don't
You
know what this
grab
guy over here behind the wall is doing, but he looks like he's praying to R2D2.
It does, doesn't he? He got like that trash can thing right there. So he's like over there working on R2D2. Exactly. That is hilarious. That's good stuff. So, well, Trevor is taking care of Minion. We have the whatever those people. I know that is something. Oh, there you go. There's a guy with a beard. So one thing too that we noticed this weekend was there's a very wide range of people in different clothes.
Yes.
So this weekend there were people who were walking by in bikinis and bathing suits, and saw one guy actually walk by in a Speedo. And then right behind them there were people wearing hoodies and like it was freezing. So I don't know what the temperature is right now in Hermosa Beach. I guess I can find out by putting it in my phone and finding out.
Puppers.
But
Pet the puppers.
more puppers, yes. But it was very interesting though to see the difference in it's 67 degrees there right now. So that's depending on,
Not good weather in my opinion, but
yeah. Well, for somebody in Florida, like Miami, 67 degrees, they're wearing a damn parka.
yeah, true.
But I don't know where Hermosa is in relation to California, and if it's in Southern California, Northern California, but anyways, moving along. I do not know. Do we have anything else that we want to cover tonight, Mr. Shelby? Mr.
Okay, so this is going to be the part of the show where we're going to let everyone kind of come up with a last call for anything you guys want to talk about. This is your chance to bring up something on the show. And while everyone's thinkers are thinking,
like an ask us anything,
while you're thinking, we'll play beautiful music while you wait. So here we go.
No.
This song is for the blue card race. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That's how I know you. Go on, near, far, wherever you are. I believe that the heart does go on.
Only $5.
Once more,
that's what I paid him.
You open the door and you are here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cough.
My heart,
I thought I muted my mic.
and my heart will go on and on.
Oh,
I missed that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I also want a shirt with that guy on it that says
yes.
And then I also want a shirt that has me and Gary on that couch.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if I need the full resolution of that photo.
Oh my gosh. I will send it to you.
If we had the full resolution to where I knew that I could make it into a decent 9-inch, 10-inch wide to put on a shirt, we would do it for sure, buddy.
Oh, we'd be wearing it on our next cruise together for sure.
Yes, because I am not kidding you. When I went on the Mardi Gras and I saw that chair that you and I were in, even though we were in the celebration, they still have those same chairs on the Mardi Gras and the celebration and the Jubilee. But I literally I went back and just remembered that and the amount of emotions that I experienced at that time.
Oh,
it was the full gamut. It was the joy. It was just the full bliss, but then it was the despair and distress because you weren't there.
Your little buddy wasn't there to
exactly
up all your alcohol.
Yeah. SoCal near Torrance. So it is Southern California. Will G says it's in Southern California near Torrance. So, okay. So
There you go.
67 degrees is.
Although also, I went to Mara Bay, and I remember it being 67 there. And when 67 comes off ocean water, it does feel a little bit cooler than 67 in Oklahoma does.
There you go. So can we make it a CCP goal to get Trevor to 15 drinks at least one day?
Oh man, Dilbert. Man, okay. Ooh, you
the first question of ask us anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like it.
Yes, I say we could. How
we can
about
make it a goal?
That is the mission as part of the 2026 group cruise.
I like it.
But we need to do a Long Island iced tea tasting just to make sure.
Whoa,
I doubt.
No, there's no way 15 LITs.
No. I mean, just a tasting.
Kill you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Never done 15 though. Man,
now,
I don't think I've gotten close.
All right, so on FRGC, I get always. I shouldn't say always, but for the last 2 FRGCs, I've been asked to do a bar crawl.
Yeah.
And so what we could do for our 2026 group cruise, we could do a bar crawl, and at each bar, we get a Long Island iced tea from that bar with that bar specific, and then just have it broken down into shots so that everybody can just do a shot of that LIT.
That's not terrible.
Maybe that's not a bad idea. And just not to interrupt, but this is the photo that we were talking about.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
So
that's my peacock on acid shirt right there.
Yeah. So I would also like to point out.
Your wife bought me.
I also like to point out. I put it in the AI thing, and this is what it came up with.
I love how it filled in my beard. Look at it.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, it made my beard look real good.
Oh, it's too funny, dude.
What did it do to my tattoo? Is that a ship?
Like your hat changed. I mean, but yeah. And the peacock on acid even changed a little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But that's still though, that was fantastic. Oh, that was beautiful.
I've got another video in the works, and that was an attempt that I made a while back.
So
but yeah, no, I've
15
got
drink Trevor. What would 15 drink Trevor look like?
He might disappear. So just a random story, not to drone on too long. I don't want to bore everybody, but we've
been doing that for an hour and 3 minutes.
I thought you were going to say, you've been doing that since you started the podcast. No. So, okay, it's my bachelor party, and Tom took us to a Hard Rock casino in Tulsa. And I'm having a fantastic time. I'm just, having, there's lots of friends, lots of fun. And through the night, they had this station where you could go and take your photo, and it was like the machine would take your photo and it would post it like you're having a great time at the Hard Rock. And so we decided we were going to do like a series of photos as we got drunker and drunker, and we kept going back to the machine. We're like 5 drinks in, so we kept like going back to it. So it was very comical. So at one point, like they break out the Fireball, and I can't do Fireball. Like I've gotten sick on it, and it's one of those drinks for me that
you got
now
sick
when
on Fireball?
I drank another story. We won't get up to that one yet. So, but just to say that I had it, and then I instantly felt bad, and I told them I'm going to go to the bathroom, and so I got up. I realized that there was no way I was going to puke in this bathroom, and I was like, I want to go to the room if I'm going to do that. And so we're on like the 15th floor, and I find my way to the elevators. I get to the room. I have my moment. And after I threw up, the room is like spinning. So I laid on the bed and I was out. I passed out. Okay. So nobody knows where I'm at. The last thing they hear is I'm going to the bathroom. So they start searching every bathroom in this place, looking for me. The little do they know, I'm up there with the blow up doll and just like.
Hey, speaking of blow up dolls.
Oh God.
So that is awesome though, because that's a little bit of a precursor then of what we might be able to experience. But we do know to stay away from that cinnamon.
Yeah. Fireball.
Cinnamon liquor.
Glorified mouthwash.
And long story short, very long story short, I went to one of those paint your art, like paint and drink places.
Yes.
So I went to one of those and it was BYOB. And I brought a fifth of Fireball that I proceeded to drink. And I destroyed their bathroom. I mean,
so that was why you're like, I'm not
the person. I cleaned it the best I could, and then the person that came in after me goes, "It's sticky in here." So, and they changed the rules after that. It was no longer BYOB. They got their liquor license and all that stuff, and they started serving the alcohol. So,
well, there you have it. And that way they could cut you off.
Yeah, I ruined it for everybody. So,
oh man. So that was it. Dilbert, Rob, that's so all right.
Well, I don't have anything else to really cover. Make sure everyone goes over to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the group, not the page, and go in there if you are interested in partaking with the group cruise. Definitely go over there so you can make your voice heard, because if you want to be in the deciding factor of how this thing goes, then you're going to want to make your voice known. So we're going to vote away, and one vote can make the difference in a lot of this. So we're literally just like a vote here or there from doing
there's only like 3 people voting, so
yeah. So actually, we got a respectable amount of votes. I'm going to throw that out there.
We are very surprised at the interest that has been shown. I was very happy with that. So, oh boy, just pushed hard on that set. Oh man, that was horrible.
Wow.
Which of course, I mean, he's setting them to give them practice, and so yeah, I get it, but my gosh, man, please. The way you practice is the way you play, guys.
The show's probably going to be Mondays from here on. We will let everybody know if we change anything, and we'll probably do a little bit more of this and that on this channel. So expect a few things here or there for that. But yeah,
big things coming. Big things.
Absolutely. So I've got nothing else. I don't really have a sign off for this show.
Nah, me neither.
Yeah, we're changing it up. F the foosball table.
What?
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
We will.
I'm joking.
Protect this house.
Yes, absolutely. Oh man, but. Thank you, everybody, for joining in today. It's been fantastic having you, and we will see you guys next time.
Yes, we will.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
Hey, that's my line. That's my line.
I know, I stole it.
Do you have an outro video?
I don't, but, next week. This